So I thought it'd be a mistake for me not to take a few seconds to acknowledge what is ultimately some pretty big news in the hockey entertainment world, and that is that Steve Dangle, one of the biggest now independent hockey creators, has moved on from Sportsnet to focus on his own role in the company he created, SDPN. Now, I'm sure a lot of you don't find this interesting. I do, as someone who, I guess you could say I work in hockey now, but I've also been a content creator since 2017 and obviously a fan of Steve's before then. When I started doing YouTube full time, honestly, Steve was one of the ways I kind of explained what I was doing to my parents. This was back before I started the hockey channel, but I'm definitely very familiar with the ups and downs of the lifestyle. I'm also familiar with the sometimes appeal of more stability versus the desire to create something of your own. And for those who don't know, Steve for a while worked with Sportsnet. He did those official Watch a Game with Steve Dangle streams, some other cool projects. Now he's focusing on his podcast network. Obviously, I wish him all the best. I don't know a whole lot about podcasting. I do run a podcast, but I'm not very familiar with like the monetization aspects of it. I know the SDPN YouTube channel is still pretty new, but that he's got lots of different podcasting shows. Obviously, he's got lots of reliable sponsors. So I really hope that his project is successful. I saw an article, I think a couple of weeks ago, about him moving into the new office. I understand the stress of that. I've got 4 people who I work with full-time across my different endeavors, then 3 other part-time people. No one asked for my opinion. I would say the main thing is don't overextend yourself, focus on making a few good products. But I think Steve's success, not just moving forward, but up to this point, is really important to hockey. Whether you like Steve or not, and I do like him, I think it's really important that we start seeing more individual creators adding something outside of what the networks offer. I feel like the NHL could do a lot more to connect to fans, especially fans who don't know they like hockey yet. And a lot of that is having people with new ideas really getting eyeballs on them, whether it's the folks over at Spittin' Chicklets or Steve or other YouTubers like Nasher who've been doing it for a long time. Anyway, I just think Steve's a really interesting character. His move was certainly risky. I hope it pays off, and I think it will. But that's my thoughts. Let me know on yours and who else you watch on hockey YouTube down below.